First game, I am back with this game. This game could look very, very interesting as well. As you see, guys, look at the overall rating. One is 86, the other one's 85. Not bad at all, but I gotta tell you, with Christian Wilkins at that nose tackle spot, it could be a tough day for LSU. And we're gonna work with LSU. We are going to give, we're gonna put LSU at we're going to put them in the Saints Stadium because that's where they are located. With that being said, this is going to be a 1 o'clock game because it's going to be an early game. As you see, game styles on simulation, expedition mode, even teams are off, 5-minute quarters, the Excel clock is on, play clock remaining is at 20 seconds, the stadium's at the Saints, and it will be a 1 o'clock game. With the weather, it is clear. So with that being said, guys, let's see who's going to face Florida State in that first semi game. And then tomorrow, I will be back with the 2 other doubleheaders. Wednesday, like I said, guys, Wednesday will be my normal routine, which will be the Kansas City Chiefs franchise mode. Thursday, I will be back at it with the semifinals, and then Friday, it will most likely be a mix of NASCAR Heat 3 and probably most likely, probably the playoffs for the Chiefs, and then Saturday, I will probably mix it up with this, and then I will do a little bit of a rivalry between teams. Probably actually Friday I'll do a little rivalry for teams so you guys can take a look at that. But like I said, guys, I hope you enjoy this. It looks kind of fun. And here we go.
Into the NFL. And coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look.
All right, here we go, guys. 5-minute quarters.
Here in New Orleans.
Clemson will be kicking the ball off to LSU, and we're going to be underway
and our home team
for the second doubleheader wildcard game versus Clemson versus LSU. Tiger versus Tiger in the doubleheader. Let's see what this game brings. It is on rookie. I tried it on pro, guys. I am sorry that I can't play it on pro. But like I said, guys, we are going to take a look at both quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence and Joey Burrow. Joe Burrow is the guy that's going to lead this team. And here comes Joe Burrow now.
Colts offense heading out for the first time, and they've been involved in one of the biggest sagas in the NFL these last few months, and that's because of the health of Andrew Luck, Charles. A left calf strain, that was back in April, and it's just lingered and lingered, caused him to miss OTAs, just about all of training camp thus far. Even the name Kevin Durant has been thrown out comparing the injury.
Because of what happened with Kevin Durant with a calf injury, came back and tried to play, and it turned into an Achilles.
Goes first. Let's see what happens here.
Which is probably going to cause
throw
him to miss
deep
the next
first thing, and Joe Burrow already across
nearly 30 yards
into enemy territory. Chase, first reception of the game.
And just a small
glimpse there as to why they like this
rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
And he is completely dead on right now. Joe Burrow definitely on a roll right now. Boy, I gotta tell you,
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game
might have some problems here in this game, the way it's looking.
Defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle.
Simple line formation. Chase comes across. Let's see what happens here.
That's where he, the big
Wide
tight
open
end, is
target,
so good. That
and
middle third, the seam routes, the
finally
end routes.
an
Yeah, you're
inaccurate
right. Probably
pass.
see
Now
more of that.
check out this LSU's offense. There is the front five to protect Joe Burrow today. There is your playmakers.
Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. That is caught.
Jefferson's going to get for a first
It's a
and
first
10, I
down on a
believe.
gain of
Yes,
10.
Jefferson will have a first and 10,
So
and
4
Joe
plays,
Burrow
Charles, all
is
passes here
still
on the
on
opening drive and
that
already in the red
page
zone.
to
Even
keep
if you're
on
planning
going
for
here.
them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point.
So Seth will get the ball, and Clemson's defense looks sharp in the run. Bryant stops him for a -2 yards, and it's probably going to be a pass game for this LSU team.
Finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
Shotgun formation. Here comes an all-out blitz, looking, and touchdown LSU. They will strike first.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had
Kick
in
is
their
up,
pocket?
and the kick is down the middle. 6 plays, 74 yards, 2 minutes and 19 seconds it took LSU to score first. Let's see what Trevor Lawrence can do. Is it going to be a mix of an SEC versus ACC team in the semis? Or is it going to be 2 ACC teams that see each other every year? Let's find that out.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position.
Here comes Trevor Lawrence, the man that actually won the national championship last year against Alabama. Blew Alabama out of the water last year.
Joe Flacco was acquired to be the guy. All right, so there shouldn't be a quarterback controversy. But in the second round of the draft, they did take Drew Lock out of Missouri, who many thought was going to be a first-round pick. So people are going to monitor it with the new head coach, Vic Fangio. How are the Broncos playing?
Shotgun formation for Trevor Lawrence in the first
play. I think it'll be longer than what people might think. What did Vic Fangio say during camp about Drew Lock? He's not a quarterback yet.
Almost intercepted. Ball got tipped. Nearly almost intercepted. It would have been costly. Let's take a look at that front 5. There's the front 5 that got to protect Trevor Lawrence today. There is your starting guys that are going to be leading the way, hopefully putting up some points for Clemson today.
a terrific unit.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Little pass that's going to lead to
3 yards on
a
the
third
catch.
down.
It's
Let's
third
check
down.
out LSU's front 4.
And the big meat on the D-line.
There's the
We'll
front
see how
4.
they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean,
And as you see, guys, Greedy
confident.
Williams
They
is
think
there,
that no one
and
can
yes,
block them.
he was basically a rookie, not a rookie last year, so he was on Clemson's team last year. So with that being said, Trevor Lawrence snaps the ball, going to give that ball to his running back on a screen, first down, a little bit more yardage to go, and Trevor Lawrence taking his time. You don't want to rush it here to get down the field. You just want to go slow as much as you can to get this game in your territory and on your
You gave up the
pace.
touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
Snaps the ball. We're going to look down the middle of the field, and Trevor Lawrence is going to find the target. And so far, Trevor Lawrence not doing too bad himself. Found Higgins for his first reception.
But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Off play action. Lawrence looking for the end zone.
Throw it, touchdown, Radford. And yes, that is the man that actually did win with Kelly Bryant against Alabama the first time. Touchdown Clemson. Trevor Lawrence is in the end zone. And boy, this could be a very good game the way I'm looking at it right now.
Tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even
5 plays, 68 yards, 1 minute and 50 seconds in that first drive for Clemson. Not too shabby for either one of the teams so far.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6.
On the sidelines, looks pretty good so far.
He's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
In a tie
Ball
game,
the 46.
both sides are looking for
See
something
what
to give
Joe
them an
Burrow can do
advantage.
this time.
It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw that ball to Chase. Chase is going to find the lane, and he is going to get past the 50 in enemy territory.
There, 26 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better
Under
against
center, Joe
man
Burrow
than zone.
Let's see what
Better against
Brissett
man,
can do
because
this
now you're
time.
running away
Finding
from
a hole.
someone,
Looks
and
pretty
you're
sharp.
running into
Clemson
a defensive
drops
player
that
in
one
another
big
zone.
time. The
And
first
down inside
run
the 15,
was huge.
shy
That's
of
the end of the
10.
first quarter.
And the
7-7
gain
is
here
our
to the
score.
previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Back to throw now on first down.
Yeah, touch pass accurate, but it did not happen that
That's what
time.
he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Pistol formation
Incomplete
for
pass on first down.
Joe
That
Burrow.
leads
Let's
to a
see
second
what
and
happens
10.
this time. Here comes
Now
another
back to
blitz.
throw.
And
His pass caught.
Sullivan will get it, and he will walk
Takes this one
across,
in for
being
a Colts
tackled
touchdown.
in the middle of the punt. Second receiving touchdown today for this young man. And I gotta tell you, this could turn out to be a
A lot of
good
people might
game.
call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Point after, right down the middle.
4 plays, 54 yards, 51 seconds it took for me to get down the field with LSU. What is it going to look like for Clemson? Clemson, I believe, will get the ball next half. Let's see what we can do with Clemson.
And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll
Not a
weave
bad
his way
return.
up
Ball in the
all way up, a
47
few
is
yards shy of
huge.
midfield.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Well, we got a moment here on the possession change. You know, it was a tough offseason for the Broncos organization. Their longtime owner, Pat Bowlen, passed away back on June the 19th, a little more than a month away from his induction into the Pro Football.
Trevor Lawrence is going to go down first. And boy, I got to tell you, this is not the way it should be starting at this point.
Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's
And
taken
that's
in
a
by his
fumble,
tight
and
end.
that is going to be big trouble for Clemson. And boy, this could be starting out poorly for Clemson already.
And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
And they're going to take a look at this. This could possibly be back on Clemson.
What the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And it looks like it's going to be Clemson ball. It possibly could be Clemson ball. And yes, they're saying it is Clemson ball. So Clemson stay by that. 3rd and 10. So Clemson has another shot at this.
The Broncos onto the field,
Why
ready
did
to
they
start
get
their
lucky
next
there?
drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions.
Trevor Lawrence finding his target again, and it's not good. Renfro is down and
but when you turn it
hurting.
over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
And my goodness, Clemson back in the end zone on a screenplay. Trevor Lawrence finding his running back.
34 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football
And I got to
game.
tell you, that defensive
There are
lineman had
several
no
elements to a
chance
well-executed screen
at
pass.
stopping
This
that
one
play.
resulted in a touchdown.
You
It had
saw
all
on
of those
franchise mode when
Hey,
Patrick
so right,
Mahomes
because
throws
you
the
really
ball on
need
a
to
screen
rush
to me, so
almost
you
get to the
know
right.
that's not going to happen. 2 plays, 54 yards, 15 seconds it took me to get down the field. Now we're tied again, and we still are only in the
Then you
first
got to get the ball
half.
thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their
Game
next
terms,
drive.
they look
And
pretty
right now
good
they're saying,
with
hey, let's
both
keep this
teams.
going.
So
2
with that
drives,
being
2
said, let's
touchdowns.
see what
Can't
happens
ask for a
here.
better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
Chase
the play calling,
is going
they're
to
locked
get
in really
it.
well.
Look,
The completion good for
by a
3
few
and it's 2nd
yards.
down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
he's going to find Sullivan. I believe that's Sullivan again. Yes, he will find Sullivan again for a 3rd reception. Sullivan's been busy in this first quarter.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their
And down goes Joe Burrow for the first time.
Flat on his back.
Finally, Clemson's defense comes up with a sack. Big time. That is huge, and that is definitely going to be a huge stop here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here we go. We're going to snap that ball before the 2-minute warning. And Joe Burrow is going to get him over the sticks with his tight end. That's going to be our first down when we come back.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They're going to look to throw.
And it's picked up and it's going the other way. And Clemson, this could lead to trouble. LSU does not need to be down by 2 scores.
Picked off at the 30. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it, He's going to catch it.
And
when they get desperate,
that
they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be 1,000
Trevor Lawrence enough time to actually get something going.
So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there too.
Out to the outside, looks to throw, finds his running back. Trevor Lawrence is having a huge success right now. 9 for 10,
and then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense, but if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell, and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch around the park a bunch.
No, they're not going to give it to him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On the 47, still has enough time to get a score on the board. Going to throw it to Rogers.
Rodgers has it.
No, that might not be
down
Rodgers.
to the play to the 37.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a
Still
nice
enough
throw
time.
to the
Let's
middle
see what
part of the
happens
field.
here.
And for a quarterback,
Yes, Rodgers,
that's one
first
of the better
reception
throws
of
and
the
better
game
looks
so
that he'll
far.
get.
Let's see what
But he has
happens
to be
here.
careful not to wait
Coming
too
out
long.
blitz,
As receiver
and
one,
that
into
is
some
going
tough
to be a
territory.
huge
He's
help.
leading
We're
the
going to
ball.
take
He
our
gets
first
receiver hit
timeout
and hit
with
hard.
10
Now a timeout
seconds to
signaled for,
go.
and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in
Touchdown, Clemson. 21 to 14. And I believe Clemson gets the ball in the
seconds of the
half.
first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to
6 plays, 71 yards, a $144. That's all it took. Let's see here. What's going to happen now? Can LSU try to get at least a score together before half? Or are they just going to take the chance and just kneel it
And
here?
it culminates in a touchdown by
If
the
they
Broncos.
have time.
The kickoff
They do
unit is out
not
on
really
the
want
field,
to
and
kick
they will send
the
this
ball
one
towards
away.
anybody, but they
This
are
will be
going to take
fielded at
that
the
chance
8.
anyways. Let's see what happens here. They're going to find space, but he's not going to go anywhere.
So
That's
we've
going to be
reached
the end of this
halftime
game.
with a touchdown. That's the
The end of
difference
this
on the scoreboard.
first half,
As we
anyway,
send
should I
John
say.
over
Not
to
the end of the game.
Orlando
My
for Jonathan
apologies.
Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right,
A
Brandon.
little bit of
Thanks
this,
very
still
much.
sticking
And
with
welcome
it.
in
Check
everyone
out
to
that
this slimmed
halftime
down
stat.
version of the
Passing
EA
yards,
Sports
decent.
halftime report.
I mean,
Back and forth, we win in
LSU
that first half.
has the
This has
rushing
certainly
game
been
so
an
far,
entertaining one
but at this
to watch
point,
thus far.
we're going to
Let's
be
get
looking
right back out
really,
to it,
really
as
well.
we'll rejoin our
Both
commentators,
quarterbacks
Brandon
have been
Godden
down
and Charles
at least
Davis.
once. Joe Burrow, can he come off that interception that he did before half,
Okay,
or
Coach, appreciate
is it
a
going to lead to
one-touchdown
trouble?
game here as we get set
As
to
you see,
resume play
LSU is
in
going to
the
be the one that's
second
going to
half.
be giving the ball back to Clemson. They do
Broncos with a
not want
lead,
to be
and they
down
will
by
be
2
receiving
scores
this
before the
kickoff
end of
here
this
as
third quarter.
3 is underway. That'll be taken in the
Ball is going to be on the 35 for the inaugural first part of this game.
end zone.
Trevor
And no run
Lawrence and
back
company
here. This
will
be a
get the
touchback,
ball
and
in
it
the
comes out
inaugural
to the
third quarter
25-yard line.
of the
Here comes the
second half.
Broncos
Let's see
offensive
what
unit
Trevor
here as they'll
Lawrence
have
can
it
do
first to begin this third
as
quarter.
we go
They have
on.
the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
They'll feed that ball to his running back.
That worked
And
okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up
Not
a
a
little
bad-
bit. Change your
not a bad
tendencies,
start
try and hit them a little bit
for a
more
run.
with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Lawrence.
And
that's going to be
Williams
incomplete.
almost came
Too
down
tough to
with
hold
it.
on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this,
Third
who
and
knows used to
two.
dishing
All
out
we need
runs
is
from
just them
here.
2 yards.
He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a
Trevor
result,
Lawrence is going to hand it off to his running back, and his running back is going to get a whole lot more
And he
and
slips
then
up past
some.
the 45 before being tackled. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll dance with me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
25 yards that time.
Higgins.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense,
really well.
It has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to the running game we go. Handing it off to his running back again. Trevor Lawrence rolling in this game so far. As calm as he has been, he is doing really well. Taking LSU's crowd out is a huge deal for this game.
Before they actually open, I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to find his wide receiver Ross at the 1 yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense.
And as you see, their LSU's D is in goal line set.
Pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
Going to hand that ball off to the running back. The running back is going to do the rest for a touchdown.
A great play there. Taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how
and
they
with
moved the
that,
ball
now
downfield.
LSU is down by 2 scores. Down by 14. Can LSU answer the call and only be down by 1 score before the end
So the drive winds up
of the
going
third quarter?
75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. This fielded at the 2. Solid return. Pretty
Not a
good
bad
field position.
return.
They'll
Ball on the
start at
32 for the
32-yard
first
line.
series for LSU.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half.
And that ball off to Brissett. Brissett is going to get some yards, and he's going to get down for a new 1st and 10.
Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And
that is
almost
incomplete.
picked off
He couldn't
again.
hold on
That
through the
would have been
contact. Brings up
costly.
2nd down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Malone, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Brissett to run through, not bad at all. 36 is still going to definitely rely on having to throw, and they got to throw
You've got
here.
a great pass catcher, the best pass catching tight end in history, and Tony
Throw
Gonzalez.
under center.
How would
Let's
he
see
like
what
to work
happens
against his
here.
secondary?
And
Champ
look,
Bailey and Ty Law
and he's going to find Chase, and Chase is going to look, and he's going to be inside enemy territory, but still not in the red zone.
Gentlemen, congratulations. And of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the
Space
NFL with a
movement up
special
front,
class
false
of
start.
20. So get ready for those
LSU,
speeches.
that's definitely going to hurt LSU right there with a
who actually
second.
submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech
1st
was
and
about 5
15,
minutes long,
that could
which is
possibly
probably about the right
put
length.
them into some trouble
They go play
before the
action
end
here
of
on
this.
1st down. And this will be
And that's going to be
incomplete.
2nd and
Physical
15.
play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Well, hand it to
And
his
he'll give it here to his running back.
And his running back is going to get some
And they'll
yards.
bring him
It's going to be a
down at the
very
13-yard
third and
line.
manageable
Good
now.
pickup there,
At
13
least,
yards as they get closer for third
it's not
down.
going to be anywhere near as bad as a third and
So they'll get a
long.
little extra time to come up with his third down
Scored
play as
by
we
quarter
play
looks pretty
quarters.
decent.
We'll return
As you
with
see,
more after
let's
this.
see
You're
what
watching the
happens here
NFL
this
on
time.
EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the
on the
Broncos here on
shotgun.
third
Let's
down.
look for the two guys that are going to be towards the back of the end zone here.
He'll look to throw.
Winding it up, and
To the end
not
zone,
even
but it's
close.
incomplete.
Almost. Sullivan
You hear the
almost
calls
came
for a
down with
penalty,
it.
but
You
I just
have
don't
to go
think so.
for
I
it. I
think
mean,
in
it's
this
the only
situation,
thing that
the
you can
defender's
do at
making
this
sure his guy
point.
couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
What is Clemson's answer going to be? Is Clemson going to come
Gotta
away
try
with
it here.
this?
He's back to throw.
We're going to find out. And they're
This
not
guy is targeted.
going to
It's
stop
caught for a Colts
that
touchdown.
first time
From
on
13
a
yards
fourth
out,
down. They had a
as his
chance
guys are
right there
back within a
to
single
actually
score.
come
If Warner,
away
they found a gap there on
with
the
winning
post
this
pattern in the
game
middle
by
of the
a
end zone.
three-score
And that's a tough spot
deficit.
to find because there's
And
usually
wow,
coverage to take
is
away
that
portion of the
huge.
field.
8 plays, 74 yards, 2 minutes and 17 seconds it took. What a game.
But they found a gap and they exploited it.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
What do you do here if you're working with
This is
Clemson?
taken
Do
at
you
the
run
3.
the ball or do you keep on throwing? That
And a
is
good effort on the
the thing
return
that
there.
you've got
Gets
to
him
figure
across
out
the
here.
30
Now here
to the
comes
33-yard line.
Mr. Trevor Lawrence himself putting
The
on
Broncos
a
offense now
clinic.
gets ready to head
Putting
back
on
onto
a
the field.
clinic
They've been rolling the last couple of
for
drives,
this team.
each inning
And I gotta
touchdowns.
tell ya,
So this game is flipped. They were
boy, oh
down,
boy,
now they're up with the
is
football. We'll see how they handle it.
LSU's defense probably hurting in this game big time.
They've been in attack mode. Had to get back
Wide
into
open
the game.
Renifro.
Now they have the lead.
Renifro
Do you stay
by
on the
himself
attack,
so
or
far,
do you dive
and he's going to take it
Bases
back
down
for
the
a
right side.
touchdown.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Hunter Renfrow, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to
And
adjust to
just
life in the
like that,
NFL? Because this
LSU
guy
is
looks like he's been
down
doing it for
by
about, what, 7
2
years?
scores.
4
Again,
touchdown
they
passes?
still have
That's
enough
not something
time.
rookies are supposed to be
4
doing with the
minutes and
ease
change
in which he's doing
left
it.
to go to try to get
Extra
this game
point
tied
right down
back
the
up.
middle.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts still. And boy, LSU allowing
Decision to just
over, a
kick
little
the extra
over
point
300
lines up
yards passing
successful.
in this game.
And they're able to get the connection on the long
I gotta
touchdown
say,
pass.
this game
And
is
that's one of the
shaped
easiest drive
out to
summaries
be
you'll
one
ever see.
decent
One
game going
play,
back and forth with
touchdown.
both teams.
This is taken at the
And yes,
3.
I gotta admit, I like doing this. It's actually
And
more
good
fun because
starting
it puts a
field
lot more
position. He'll get
points
this one
on
all
the
the way
board
up to about
since
the
it doesn't put up a
35-yard
whole
line.
lot of points on my franchise. So guys, if
The
you're
Colts
judging me,
offensive
don't.
unit ready to see
It's
what they
just
can do
a
here.
thing that I used to do
It was a good
when I
mix.
played
Run,
NCAA.
pass, run, pass.
So it goes a lot
Defense
faster as
undertones.
well. So with that being said, first down, Joe Burrow finds Sullivan again, and he lands awkwardly, and Matt is going to put on more yardage because of a personal foul face mask on the defense.
Continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on
Henry
it,
Joseph,
maybe
that's
mix it
going to
up a little
hurt
bit with play
majorly right
action and
there.
throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And now it's 1st and 10. A big
And
mistake,
shotgun,
especially when you
nothing.
factor in the
As you
personal foul
see,
yardage.
you're seeing LSU Clemson defense
set up
on
the throw.
that man-to-man stuff, trying to stick with everybody.
And they're able
But
to get this
look
one
at this,
past the
Joe
30
Burrow
to the
rubbing that
25-yard
interception
line.
off. As I do, if I throw an interception in this game, guys, I will come back and just throw more just to try to get my confidence back up. So as you see, guys, we're rolling pretty well so far.
Looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play.
See what happens here. Going towards Chase.
No doubt.
And Chase is going to come down with that.
That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time.
Boy, oh boy, this could be an interesting one.
Offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And not even, almost, but not close.
But it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not
Gonna hand that ball off to Brissett. Brissett's not gonna go anywhere with it.
Get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
3rd and 9 coming up.
Play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's
accurate as you see below, but it's not going to be. 4th and 9, you got to go for it again.
An aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down,
can this time, can Clemson
and on 3rd
stop the pace of this game? If they can stop it, they might as well just run the clock down. And it's going to be a touchdown, LSU, and once again, Clemson totally forgetting what they're doing. And I got to tell you, not a smart decision.
Within a single score. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
On 4th and 9, I would have thought that Clemson's defense would have came out and stopped that pace. 6 plays, 52 yards, a minute and 54 seconds it took. 35-28. LSU still has enough time to actually try to get the ball back and do something with it again.
And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
But Trevor Lawrence on a roll here this time.
This is taken
as you see, with the time being worn out, we're going to try to run the ball as much as we can where LSU's not going to get enough time to get the ball. We're leading by a score. I would definitely take a gamble and just run the clock, let LSU burn their final timeout. That is what I would do. I don't know what anybody else would do if they're working in this situation. So that being said, that is exactly what we're going to do. That is the best bet to do, because if LSU tries to make this a game, they can easily do that, but you'd rather give them less minutes to go instead of trying to get down the field and do something with it. So with that being said, the 2-minute warning is already up, and we will be right back with the final 2 minutes, the final minute to go in this game.
So it's Bronco football as we
LSU
get your
just
reset
now
here.
has to rely on
Let's see what they've come up with
stopping
offensively after
Clemson,
having
and
time to
Clemson's
talk
pass
it over.
attack has been notorious today. But LSU's defense just getting stomped upon right now with that passing attack, but the run game is now in full effect, because that's all we need to do is just run the ball as much as we can. Trevor Lawrence and shotguns, going to hand that ball off for a 1st and 10. Ball on the 32, going to get the ball back to our running back.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively.
Their second timeout in the 4th quarter.
1:50 left in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw,
all we need to do now is just get that last 1st down. Let LSU burn that timeout, but they're not going to let us get it first.
The Colts will
It's
use
going to
their
be a 3rd and short. Let's see what happens
as they'll
here.
head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, ball on the
4 thus
25.
far. This time they face a
in
3rd and 2.
shotgun, 3rd and 2.
They'll run it
Hand that
out
ball
of the
off,
gun.
and that is all she wrote there. Now all we need to do now is just basically let the clock run down and take a knee and get out of here with that W if we do that. That being said, I'm just going to let the game clock roll down as much as it possibly can. I'm going to probably get it down to maybe like 5 seconds just to see what we can do here with that last few minutes and change. LSU with no timeouts left to go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And we're going to throw, and we're going to stay out of the end zone, and maybe that might have just cost us, because that is definitely a no-no, and now we are in trouble.
And a big turnover
And
there.
boy, oh boy, this is not looking good. Clemson making a huge mistake, and then it was definitely a fumble, and now LSU has a chance. The only thing that Clemson has a chance of doing is picking that ball off.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them,
And Chase down the field, and he's out of bounds.
And he will take this into enemy territory.
In enemy territory, this could be interesting now.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Huge
From the 34
thing
now,
if
here's
these guys
first
come
and
away
10.
with this. Gonna lob it up to Chase, and ball is gonna be in the end zone, and all they need to do now is just tie this game.
As his guys are in for 6, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the
An
heavy
extra point away,
was
I
accomplished by
make the
scoring the
mistake of
touchdown,
passing
they're still
with
down
35 with 19 seconds left. Ball game is tied. LSU back on the board again. What a game this has been.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
19 seconds. All it takes is for Trevor Lawrence to do something with it. Can't take a knee here. For some reason, I don't know why he can't take a knee.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
And with that, it looks like they want us to run the game the way that they want it to. I don't know why we're running the run. Apparently we're going to just run the game and see where it takes us, but that's not going to help. We're going to take a timeout here and see what they want us to do this time. I do not recommend running. I'd rather pass that way to at least get a chance for a chance. Now you see that line at around the 35 in between that area. That's all that Clemson needs to do is hit that spot.
Lawrence, he's going to let this one go deep.
LSU's going to... Oh, and LSU nearly almost tossed herself there. That would have been a punch right in their kisser. Right then and there, that would have been a major step.
The Broncos on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect call for 5.
Decision
They're up against a
major.
3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to float
Throw that ball to Minnesota. Let's see who comes down with it. Is one of the Clemson boys going to hit it? No. And we're going into overtime. And boy, oh boy, Clemson made a 21-point statement in overtime. And I got to tell you, this could turn out to be a decent game here.
We can still have some more football.
And the Tigers have won the toss.
The other team gets a possession to either match
and the Tigers are going to elect to receive, and as you see, it is not looking so great right now. Clemson has to stop LSU, has to at least get a field goal to get something going.
The game is over at that point.
If they can get just, if they can hold LSU just to a field goal, LSU Clemson will get a chance to get something going. That's all it needs to take here. Remember, the NFL has changed this. This is not college football, so it's not going to make any more of a change than anyone had predicted it. Now, here we go into overtime, ball on the 25.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get field goal range to win a game.
The tables on them, and at this point, Clemson does not want me to do anything with them. Now you see that line right there between that 40-yard line. Basically, where they need to kick a field goal. But the field goal is not going to do anything unless they can get something going.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
Sullivan is on a roll right now, and it's going to be a first down and 10. And I gotta tell you, this is looking so far Clemson's way. With extra time and an extra chance to do something, can Clemson try to wake up here and do something with it? And it's picked off, and Clemson getting the opportunity to do something with it. And wow, only a field goal is going to take to actually win this game now.
Costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Time is running a factor on
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys.
You don't want to throw to that number 13, and if I do, LSU's defense needs to be prepared for this, because it's going to be a game-over decision, and it's going to go down, and just like that, it's still enough time to do something with it, and boy, I'm going to tell you, Trevor Lawrence could possibly be pulling up the greatest upset here if they do this.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
And looking towards the end zone, and touchdown is going to be it. And LSU is on their way back from the college, losing this game. Almost a very close game. Trevor Lawrence makes the comeback win. Unbelievably, Joe Burrow did something decent with it, just could not get it done. And there is the two coaches, that's Frank Wright, and that's the new coach for the Denver Broncos. But as you see, guys, look at them post-game stats. Wow, is that huge.
And then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for
and
us.
as you see, I'm going to cross out LSU, and it's going to be now Clemson.
Till next time, we say so
in the semifinals versus Florida State. That is going to be a good game. What a game that was, and it led to overtime just to get enough points on the board. They did not finish it out, so it's going to end up in overtime. We're going to take a look at player stats for both quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence had a perfect passer rating at 158.3, 19 for 24 for this young man, 375 yards, plus 5 touchdowns. Joe Burrow hurt himself at the very end, 19 for 28, 347 yards, plus 5 touchdowns, but those 2 interceptions hurt this young man. Not a good way to finish. As you see, we're going to take a look at LSU's rushing. Nick Brossette had 8 carries for 57 yards without any touchdowns. Receiving, Jamar Chase had 9 receptions for 205 yards plus 2 touches. Stephen Sullivan had 5 receptions for 63 yards plus 2 touches. Justin Jefferson had 2 receptions for 22 yards. Foster Moreau had 2 receptions for 44 yards without a touchdown. Ja'Cory Washington had a reception plus a touchy. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had nothing. Defense goes like this. This is what it looks like. John Battle, the fourth, led decently the way with 5 tackles. Kerry Vincent Jr. had a sack. And Devin White. And as you see here, guys, we're going to take a look at where my man Greedy Williams came up with. 1 assist, 1 total tackle. That's all he had. And that's basically it. Now, on kick returns, both guys were probably busy. 5 returns for 157 yards for Clyde Edwards-Helaire was not bad. And as you see, he had no punt returns. We're going to take a look at Clemson. Trevor Lawrence's passing was nasty. But as you see, Trevor Etienne Jr., 11 carries for 102 yards plus a touchy. Not bad at all. Receiving, Hunter Renfrow had 5 receiving yards for a little over $140, $145 with 3 touchies. Travis Etienne Jr. had 5 receptions for 77 plus 2 touchies. T. Higgins had 4 receptions for 91 yards. Malaine Richards had 3 receptions for 36 yards. Amari Rodgers had 1 reception for 10. Justin Ross had 1 reception for 16. On defense, it goes like this. Ramon Wallace led the way with tackles and sacks and interceptions. It goes to Kyler Michael, and he had 1 sack and 1 interception. And as you see, we're going to move on. We're going to take a look at my man. And my man, yeah. Christian Wilkinson, quiet in this game. Surprising, because he is just dangerous. Lawrence is dangerous as well as an edge rusher. They were both quiet. It's all corners, and Xavier Thomas and Austin Bryant that was basically quiet in this, that were the guys that led the way. It's usually my man Christian Wilkinson, but my word, not decent today. And as you see, Tevin Feaster had himself a day. 5 kick returns for 165 yards. He had no punt returns. But as you see, Trevor Lawrence had enough time to get it done. And tomorrow, guys, will be the next 2 doubleheaders for the wild card games against the Hurricanes versus the Longhorns, USC versus the Sooners. It should be a good game for both games. And I will see you back for that game, and then I will see you back again on Wednesday for the Chiefs franchise. Thursday, I will see you back most likely for the semifinal games, and I will see you on Friday. I will make this a point. I will see you back to try to finish out the playoffs for the Chiefs, and then Saturday I will be back with rivalry games with this, and then from there, Sunday, it will probably be a mix between NASCAR Heat 3. I'm going to probably start that out again and do a little Stuart Friesen gameplay for NASCAR Heat 3. So with that being said, guys, I'm your boy, GamerBoy93. I will see you all tomorrow afternoon for the doubleheader versus the Longhorns and the Hurricanes, and the University of Spoiled Children Trojans against the Oklahoma Sooners. Until then, guys, I hope you have an awesome night, and I will see you all next time. Peace.